Alright, so I'm first going to start off with a base, which is a clean canvas. So I'm going to be putting a foundation on my face. I'm using my absolute favorite Makeup Forever Ultra HD Stick Foundation. Next, I'm going to be applying concealer. This is the Pure Disappearing Ink Concealer. I'm going to do a little bit of cream contouring just to get the chiseled, defined cheekbones that I'm going for. So I'm using my Pure Camo contour sticks. These are my absolute favorite just because they blend out so easily and it's just so effortless. So I like to apply this on top of my forehead, underneath my cheekbone, and underneath my jawline. This also just helps bronze up my face as well because I'm pretty pasty. I'm gonna go into my Peddle Power Blush. So pretty much I want to do the base of my face as I normally would, and then we'll start adding on the more clown features once the base is exactly how I want it.
Moving on to the eyes, I'm using my Morphe x Jacyln Hill palette, and I'm starting out with a really light beige color, and this is going to be a really nice transition for all of the shades that we are going to add on. Next, I'm moving on to this dark brown color with a tinier brush, and I'm really just focusing this on the outer V of the eye and not so much into the crease as the first shade. And then for the last shade, this is a black, and I'm using this with a really tiny brush, and I'm really just focusing this on the lash line and then just winging it out so it's going to have a lot of definition tight to the lash line. Of course, we're going to smoke out the bottom lash line as well, because what is a smoky eye without a bottom smoky lash line, right? And then I'm going to move on to this gorgeous gold color, and I'm just going to put that all over my eyelid. Next, I'm going to start mapping out my clown mask. It's always a really good idea to map it out first. That is what I'm doing with a white eyeliner. And this is a really, really important step to just make sure everything is perfect before we go in with dark colors. And as you guys just saw, I'm mapping it out exactly where my pupils are lined up to make sure that it is symmetrical. I'm picking up my Makeup Forever Flash palette, and I'm using the black from that palette. And the reason I'm using a cream paint is so that we can blend it out, and it's going to look super, super three-dimensional once we start blending it out. I'm also going to do a little triangle underneath my eye. It helps if you kind of put your lips together to stretch the skin underneath your eye because it can be a little bit wrinkly under there. So I want it to be as stretched out as possible so that it just goes on a lot smoother. And I'm using a gel eyeliner to do this part so it's super black and pigmented. I'm doing this again on top of my eyebrow, and I'm mapping this out again. This part is so key to making sure everything is exactly how you want it, because once you go in with black, it's really, really hard to erase that after. I'm going back into my Flash Palette Grease Paint. I'm just going to start blending this out and smudging it to really make it three-dimensional and give it some texture and bring it to life so it really looks like a mask on my face. I am picking up my BH Cosmetics palette, and I'm going into a red shade, and I want red to be the accent for this look because we are going to be doing a red lip. So I'm just picking up a brush and just blending that downwards and really blending it really nicely and seamlessly so it has almost an ombre effect. I'm picking up that red again from my BH Cosmetics palette, and I'm just going to apply this to my eye and really elongate it to the temples, and that way everything is the same color scheme and just really coordinates and looks good together. Going back into my Flash palette, I'm picking up that white shade, and I'm going to start putting this on the other side of my mask to make it look like it is lifted up, and this is really going to make it look more three-dimensional. We're going to add some texture and dimension, and this is really going to make this part come together. I'm picking up this gorgeous shade Creeper by Colourpop. This is a liquid lipstick, which is super, super key for doing a bold lip because it's going to stay in place all night long, especially if you're planning on wearing this look out. And then I'm going to go back into that Flash palette and dip into the black color. And I'm just really going to start bringing the lips to life, giving them some definition, and making them have a really cool ombre effect. And then we're going to extend them outwards so it looks like a real clown mouth. So now I have the look pretty much down pat. I'm just going to go in and add little details and things that I think will just pull this look together. So I'm just adding a little bit more shadow to really give this a really defined and three-dimensional look. And what is a Halloween makeup clown without some bling? So of course I wanted to add some rhinestone gems. So that is what I did to complete this clown look.
So here is the finished result. I really hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. If you do like it, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe because I'm going to be doing a few more Halloween looks. So be sure to check those videos out as well. Follow me on Instagram for daily makeup pictures and videos, Juliadantas Beauty, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye. I'll take it.